Continuing our series on the great underdog stories, on the road to the 2026 World Cup, we've followed nations like Haiti, Curaçao, and Cape Verde. Now we turn to Uzbekistan. For 34 years, Uzbek football was heartbreak. So many near misses. Dreams always just out of reach. A nation forged in the embers of the Soviet Union, fighting for a place on football's biggest stage, only to be denied, time and again. That pain became part of their footballing identity, a cruel cycle of hope and despair. Then, everything changed.
Assalamu alaikum, Muhtaram President.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Now it's all over. Uzbekistan will get the chance to prove themselves with a first ever FIFA World Cup appearance next summer.
This is the story of how nearly 40 million people refused to give up, how they turned decades of disappointment into fuel for an unstoppable fire, how the White Wolves of Uzbekistan fought out of the wilderness and into the light, football's next great underdog. Section 1. A History of Heartbreak. To understand this achievement, we must first see their suffering. After independence in 1991, the White Wolves began their World Cup quest. In 1998, they stormed through the initial group, but fell short against Asian giants like South Korea and Japan. Respectable, but painful. The 2000s were more of the same. For the 2006 World Cup, a controversial refereeing decision against Bahrain led to a replay, and Uzbekistan lost on away goals. Agonizing. 2014 was crueler. They finished level on points with South Korea, only to lose on goal difference. Then, a playoff against Jordan went to penalties. After 9 perfect kicks each, Uzbekistan missed the 10th. Their dream ended, extinguished in the most brutal way. 2018 felt familiar. Against South Korea in Tashkent, they needed a win. The match ended 0-0. They missed a playoff by the slimmest margin. Forever Asia's almost team. Always close, never in. Section 2. The Turning Point. So what changed? It wasn't a single moment, but a nationwide revolution. In December 2019, President Shavkat Mirziyoyev signed a decree to transform football in Uzbekistan. Investment in infrastructure, coaching, and youth development. Football academies and training centers appeared across the country. A national scouting center found talent from every region. The results came fast. At youth level, Uzbekistan dominated. They won the 2018 AFC U23 championship and reached finals in following years. In 2023, hosting the U20 Asian Cup, a new generation emerged. Defender Abdukodir Kusanov, winger Abusbek Fayzulayev led the team to victory. Uzbekistan qualified for the 2024 Olympics. The almost team was becoming winners. Section 3, a new path forward. While Uzbekistan's golden generation was coming of age, the world of international football was also changing. The decision to expand the FIFA World Cup from 32 to 48 teams for the 2026 tournament was a game changer for many nations. For Asia, the number of guaranteed qualification spots doubled from 4 to 8. For a team like Uzbekistan, a team so often tripped up by razor-thin margins, this wasn't just an easy pass. It was an opportunity they had earned through years of methodical planning and relentless investment. The door to the World Cup was finally ajar, and the White Wolves were stronger than ever, ready to kick it down. Before we get to the moment that changed everything for Uzbek football, if you're enjoying this story of perseverance, make sure to subscribe to our channel. We bring you the beautiful game's most inspiring stories every single week. Section 4. the historic breakthrough. The 2026 World Cup qualification campaign just felt different. Under the guidance of coaches Srečko Katanic and later national hero Timur Kapadze, Uzbekistan played with a new kind of steel and confidence. Kapadze, a veteran of 119 caps, had lived through the heartbreak of near misses as a player. Now, as a coach, he was determined to finally lead his country to the promised land. They navigated the second qualifying round unbeaten, with 4 wins and 2 draws. In the third and final round, they were relentless, racking up wins and showing a tactical maturity that could only have been forged in the fires of past failures. Out of 14 total qualification matches, they would lose only 1. The moment of truth arrived on June 5, 2025, an away match against the United Arab Emirates in Abu Dhabi. The math was simple: avoid defeat, and the dream would become reality. The tension was immense. Back home, an entire nation held its breath. The match itself was a cagey, nervy affair, and goalkeeper Utkir Yusupov made several crucial saves to keep his nation's hopes alive. Then, the final whistle, a goalless draw. It wasn't a spectacular score, but it was the most beautiful result in the history of Uzbek football. Players collapsed to the turf, not from exhaustion, but from pure, unfiltered joy. On the sidelines, Timur Kapadze, the man who had felt the deepest pain as a player, now celebrated as the architect of their greatest triumph. Uzbekistan had qualified for the FIFA World Cup. Days later, they returned to Tashkent for their final qualifying match against Qatar. It wasn't a qualifier anymore. It was a coronation. In front of a delirious home crowd at the Bunyodkor Stadium, the White Wolves put on a show, winning 3-0, with goals from captain Eldor Shomurodov, Igor Sergeyev, and Aziz Turgunboyev. It was the perfect celebration, a dominant victory, to cap a historic achievement. Section 5. A nation's dream realized. Celebrations were euphoric. For decades, pride mixed with disappointment. Now, ultimate success. President Mirziyoyev honored the team, giving awards and cars. He said, "They showed true courage and perseverance. Our dream comes true." This wasn't just sport. It was catharsis. For every player who wore white and blue, every fan who dared to hope. For legends like Server Jeparov, Maxim Shatskik, and the Pakhtakor Tashkent players lost in 1979. This moment was for them all. Uzbekistan is a landmark for the nation and the region, the first Central Asian country in a FIFA World Cup, and only the 3rd former Soviet republic after Russia and Ukraine. From 118th in FIFA rankings in 1996, now firmly in the top 60. Their story proves what long-term vision, investment, and belief can achieve. Heartbreak isn't the end. It can be the beginning. The White Wolves are no longer almost. They are hope, resilience, football's next great underdog. What an incredible journey for Uzbekistan. Which other underdog stories deserve to be told? Comment below. Next, we turn to Jordan. And as always, like and subscribe for more stories from the beautiful game. Thanks for watching.
Smart fans don't just watch, they analyze. Over 100,000 thinkers strong. Join us on the road to 250,000. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Subscribe and raise your football IQ.